Okay, we're back. We're jumping right back into it. We have one from Hyper Sick Adithya. Papa Swolio, will you train for calisthenics any day, maybe in future or even now? Meaning what? Jumping rope, pull ups, and push ups? I mean, I have no interest in building minimal muscle. So I'm going to lift heavy weights and do progressive overload rather than, you know, just do pull ups and push ups, if that's what you're talking about. So, yeah, what's your goal? What's your goal? I can do plenty of pull ups and push ups just fine. I want to progressively overload. So that's my choice. All right. Hashtag Swole fam for life. Drop that in the comments. We are back after a brief intermission. I'm not seeing any of the chat right now. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see the chat, so we'll just continue. Okay, let me see. There we go. Okay. Mr. Autumn Winters, are you in a heavy metal band at all? No.
Matt Damon.
Okay, weird. Let me get this audio back up. We had to restart, so let me just take a moment here and pull that back up. Okay, we'll see if we continue. We might be changing up some of the show stuff if that kind of stuff keeps on happening. So we'll see. Carol Alexis, what to eat with honey? Anything you want. What are these questions? What to eat with honey? Zelan Nicola, how old are you? I am 42. The lead singer of GTTFG, that'd be my band. We got a few more questions. Last chance for questions live. Drop in the comments down below. I like that. Buy his merch so he gets better internet. Yeah, buy my merch. Buy my merch. Buy my merch. I thought about getting like Starlink or something for backup, but it doesn't matter. It wasn't the internet. I don't know what happens. I think it's because I have so many things in my computer. I have so many things. You know, sometimes if you have one driver or one hard drive or something, I have a lot of things running. I have like 5 monitors. I have like 30 fucking things plugged into USBs, and who the hell knows? It's at the point, because I've been doing this for 10 years, that I have so many things plugged in. I just don't want to touch anything. So sometimes I don't know which hard drive or which SSD has what. So I'm just like, I leave everything. So I could probably narrow some stuff down. I could probably trim some stuff off, but I'm at the point where like, I'm not touching anything because it works. I don't want to adjust anything. I thought about getting a different microphone. I was going to upgrade some different stuff. And it's like, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything. Don't touch it. We'll move on. Not that important. Spider, Papa Swolio, what are the best workouts to strengthen the knees or best things to help with movement of the knees? Reverse sled, ass to grass, lunges and squats, slant board squats, step downs, Nordic curls, Cossack squats, Jefferson curls, sissy squats. There's a lot of different options, but I would start with reverse sled pulls. Reverse sled pulls and step downs are some of the best things that you can do. Slashy, Papa Swolio. Should I assume I need to change approach if not seeing results in about a year? Oh, yeah. So if you just started, now, of course, just because you've been training for a year doesn't mean you're doing it properly. So I would assume you're not doing it right. If you're not getting results after a year, yeah, you're not doing it right. Especially if you've been starting and you did it for a year, you're not doing it right. That's plenty of time to see a lot of results. So yes, I don't know what you're doing, so I can't give you advice on what to change. But if you're not seeing results in a year, first off, I would say, how are you measuring this? What results are you looking for? And are you tracking the right metrics? So yeah, a year is a long time to not get results. And I would say if you're not getting results for a year, you should have changed shit and looked at this a long time ago. Shouldn't have waited a year to go over this. All right, In Flames 95. What to work out if I have pain in my back below my lats? Pain in my back below my lats? You mean your lower back? Below your lats? You mean your spine? You mean your quadratus lumborum? What are we talking about here? I would work on mobility. You shouldn't be having pain anywhere. Pain is not a good thing. Pain is something that's giving you a referral, letting you know that something's wrong. So there are a lot of things you could probably change. But sounds like you have Limitations sounds like you have things that are not being worked on properly. I don't know what below your lats means. There's a lot of things below your lats. So I'm assuming your spinal erectors, your lower back, which means you should be strengthening your hip flexors, your glutes, pretty much everything. You know, there's a lot of stuff down there. I don't know what that means. I've never heard that term below my lats. On the side, in the middle, like what do we got going on down here? All right, let's move on. Cool. Any last minute questions, you can drop it. Let's keep on going.
That's deep.
All right. What do we got here? Let's get into a couple of videos. We'll start with the shortest one first. We got two that are 31 seconds. One of them's titled Schools in Canada, so we'll do that one second. This one's called Nothing Worse. Let's see what we got here.
What's in the box?
Nothing feels quite as bad as being the fat sister. I'm not even actually fat, and if I were, there'd be nothing wrong with it. This is entirely internalized fat phobia, which is almost worse because I'm doing it to myself then. Both my sisters are beautiful and petite, and I could throw them across the room with a light and I feel like the jolly green giant. It's no one's fault but my own, but it feels like garbage.
What? Okay. Are you fat? Are you tall? Like, what's going on here? What do you... Stop worrying about other people. All right, I don't even know what to say about that.
What's in the box?
All right, schools in Canada. School. Oh, I saw something about this. This looks familiar.
Receiving an email from your kid's school teacher asking you not to pack pork in their lunches anymore because it has become offensive to some of the children who are in the class. Some parents are writing emails to the teachers saying that there are Canadian kids showing up with bacon and ham in their sandwiches, and that's offensive to their religion. Just imagine that for a second. It's a school, not a refugee camp. There's an airplane.
Okay, so guess what I would do? Guess what I would do? I would send my kid with like an entire ham. I would send my kid there with like a BLT. And you know, I'm not a fan of the L and the T. But I would give, you know, was it LG? LBTG. Lettuce, bacon, tomato. I would send my child with an entire like ham, like a full ham. My kid would be like taking off like tin foil and it would just be a huge ham. Seriously, literally. Oh my God, they could fuck all the way off. I would only send my kid there with a pile of bacon. They could suck both my dicks. Seriously, that's insane. It isn't a refugee camp. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of our country. All right. But Canada doesn't have that kind of DNA. Just get the fuck out of our country. Get the fuck out. If you're offended, that's fine. You could be offended. Oh my God, they have bacon. They're just jealous. Let me tell you, they're jealous. They're jealous and they're angry. I'll tell you why, because those Muslim kids or whatever is afraid of bacon. Or, oh, we need bacon. Okay, lame. What would happen is they're going to go home, Mom, it tastes so good. And the parents are like, oh my God, my kid's being subjected to bacon. The kids are probably eating it. And a couple people got pissed off because the kids are saying, I want to eat bacon. I want to eat that. It smells so good. Why can't I eat that? You know, that's what's really happening. The kids want it or they're eating it and then they got pissed off. So cool. I think everyone in that school should send their kids with like just ham. My child will be eating ham for the entire, like for 10 years straight. All right. We got another one. No problem being fat. What we got here?
I honestly think this is going to ruffle some feathers, but I don't see a problem with being fat. We live in a fat phobic society and people are constantly telling us there's something wrong with being fat.
There is. And she doesn't look fat necessarily in the video. She actually looks like she doesn't work out and she has a lot of inflammation. She's probably on birth control. Looks like a young girl who definitely doesn't lift. Like she looks very low muscle mass, but you know, she's fat this girl's fat in the sense of having low muscle mass. I'm not saying she's obese, but you can see you know, you shouldn't look like soft and pudgy like that. There's no need for that. As she's going to put in Starbucks garbage creamer or whatever the fuck she's going to make in this drink. So yeah, I mean, there is a problem being fat. It's called morbidity. It's called heart disease and cancer. It's called dementia. It's called type 3 and type 4 diabetes. Yeah, it's not good. That's it.
There's not. There's really not. For some
is.
people, not only is being fat healthier than
It's not.
being in a skinny or small body,
There's no such thing as a small body unless you're from the lollipop guild.
but it's good for their mental health too.
No, it's not.
But also, normally when I say like I don't have a problem with people being fat, people are like, but what about their health? It's bad for their health.
No shit. And these retards don't understand that people's health involves all of us because it's taxes, it's a burden to society, and it's a grift. You don't try, you don't put effort in, and then we have to pay for your healthcare costs. This is why premiums are through the roof, because so many people are sick and they trash their bodies. So if everyone was healthier and ate steak and exercised, well, you'd be able to buy a lot of these things like prescriptions and stuff and, cheaper because, there wouldn't be the same kind of red tape grift from the insurance companies because everyone's on these fucking things.
Excuse me? Since when do we care about what other people do with their bodies? I think that's a really...
Ashley puts in 2 pumps of fucking cancer. This is why we don't listen to retarded children that are brainwashed by Marxist ideology.
interesting thing to say, isn't it? Because if you saw someone, I don't know, drinking alcohol, which is proven to slowly deteriorate your organs over time, would you say that's bad for your health? You shouldn't.
Yeah, alcohol is terrible. I would say that, and I do say that. So what's your point? This person is developmentally, she's not even a real person yet. You know, your brain's not developed until you're like in your mid-20s. Obviously, it's not fully developed.
Do that. No, you wouldn't. You keep it to yourself because it's
I definitely wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
their body, their choice what to do with their body.
Nope. That's not how a moral society works. Nice try, though.
So why is being fat any different? I think that people have such a problem with fat people that they bring in health as a way to say that it's like a problem.
Yeah, we bring in health. It's not that diabetes is like more popular than... More people have diabetes and triple-digit IQs. So there's that. Yeah, we bring in health. We bring in health. That's what we do. We bring in health because we just don't like fat people so much. It's just an objective reality. What I'm trying to do is crack through the facade and let people know, hey, you don't have to be fat. If you want to be fat, well, it's easy for you to be fat. And if you want to be fat, you could just shut up and eat your cake. All right. I'm not really going to argue a retard, but, you know, we're watching it, so I'm responding to it.
No, the problem is you, actually. The problem is you, because for some people, or actually a decent amount of people, being labeled fat is not problematic. My BMI...
Okay. I'll label you fat. Oh, is she going to talk about how she's fat? I'm telling you, she's fat. And fat means like she would be considered what people call skinny fat, which is really not a thing. It's fat. In other words, you have low muscle mass relative to your body size. Like you could see, she's just soft. She looks like a water balloon.
labeled fat is not problematic. My BMI, which don't even get me started on BMI.
Ooh, is it fearing the black body? Oh, you're gonna call it. Yeah, you learned about that book in your women's studies course.
Because that's how they dictate who's fat, who's not. My BMI is probably closer to being overweight or fat than like what people would deem healthy.
Yeah.
But I am healthy. I'm perfectly healthy.
You're not old enough to have compounded effects of your poor habits yet. This is what a fat person with diabetes sounds and looks like before they have diabetes. This is what it sounds like. I love it when people that are like 20 years old are like, well, I'm fine. I'm healthy. Yeah, just because you don't have diabetes yet, you know, these things don't happen overnight. If I go and have a Coca-Cola, I'm not going to have diabetes the next day. So we'll see how this plays out in the next 20 years. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why people find it problematic to be fat.
Okay, it just ends. It just ends. Yeah, I'm not going to take advice from a child, especially a stupid one. So good luck. Good luck. BMI is very accurate. It's very accurate. And this is why people look, anytime you have people that rail against one thing, there's usually a reason. It's because they don't like it, because it calls them fat to their face. And they're like, but all it does is measure my height and my weight. Oh my God. Oh my God. The horror. It's a measurement that goes based on how much mass you have based on your height. And what BMI says, wow, you should not be this massive. That's what BMI, if your BMI is high, it means for your height, you shouldn't be this fat. Now, I'm obese on BMI, but I have muscle mass. So BMI is not accurate if you have a lot of muscle. We know that. Okay. But if you don't have muscle mass like that girl, yeah, it's pretty accurate. It's pretty damn accurate. You show me someone with a BMI, right? Show me someone that doesn't work out like her with a BMI, and you show me one that isn't accurate. Seriously, show me. Show me a BMI that isn't accurate. I'll wait. If you don't know, it's based on your height and your weight. So for example, if you're 5'3" and you're 200 pounds, you're obese. Oh, but the BMI is mean to me. No, math isn't mean, it's objective. And that's why Marxists, feminists and stuff like that hate it, because you can't argue numbers. Again, going back, this is literally what 2 + 2 = 5. This is the same Orwellian bullshit. They attack the math because it hurts their feelings, but it's objective. It's just numbers. So in other words, the numbers are telling you that, hey, you don't have enough muscle mass. You shouldn't be that heavy unless you have muscle mass. And if you have muscle mass, the BMI is less accurate. But if you don't lift, it's pretty damn accurate. Go do it yourself. It's accurate. Did I check my BMI once? Oh, yeah. Let me see. BMI calculator. Yeah, I'm obese because I have muscle mass. Let me see approximately what my BMI is. I am obese. My BMI says it's about 30. Let me see. Let me get a range. Let me see what I got. A range. Oh, it's even worse if it's that. My BMI is like 30, 31, which means obesity is 30 or above. So I'm obese. Do I look obese? Do I look obese? No. So I'm obese. That's why BMI isn't accurate if you have muscle mass. So if you don't lift, it's accurate. If you lift, it's not that accurate. Okay. I'm a fat beesh. I am obese. BMI is not accurate. I'm so angry at BMI. No, I'm proud of that because it means I'm fucking jacked. I have to put on shorts real quick. All right, Swole card time, and then we will give away the Swole. Actually, we'll do a Swole card, and then we'll do a throwback. So Swole fam for life. The camera's wigging out because I used a blue marker. So let's give this away, and then we'll do a throwback. All right. Wait. Bricked it. Let's see. Scroll. I don't have the full chat because we had to restart. We're landing, scrolling. I just landed on one. I just landed on it. There we go. I landed right on it. I had to find it because I landed on it, and then I realized I landed on it. Thomas Schwartz, congratulations.
Congratulations!
Tomas, send us an email to support@swolenumbers.com. Swole card 3449, the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations.
Well, folks, eliminate one tax loophole.
Good for you.
Out of $1,600,000,000,000,000. $1,400,000,000,000,000. Out of $1,400,000,000,000. Excuse me, $1,400,000,000,000.
Sorry for the soundboard. Sorry for the soundboard. God, you know what's funny about the soundboards? I forget, like I got to change out all those Biden ones. But when you play those, you realize how fucking bad the last 4 years were. If you didn't remember, they just get worse. Playing them now, it's just worse. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe that actually happened. It's like a bad dream. All right, let's do a throwback. Excellent. Let's do two. Let's do one. Let's see what we got. First, let's see what we got here. All right. This is.
I saw a video that pushed me over the edge.
Shut up, bitch!
We are all victims here.
No, you're not.
We've all been made to feel that we're not good enough, that we have to change ourselves.
No, you victimized yourself. Everyone's out to get you. You don't want to change yourself. Everyone's mean. Everything's against you. Society's against you. Everyone else is bad. You've done this to yourself.
Try this drug or that surgery or this filler to become worthy of happiness and respect in life, and it's sick.
Yeah.
But originally, body positivity was for all bodies, but we're now consistently only seeing one body type.
Body positivity was for burn victims and amputees and people that couldn't change. It's like, this is not for people who eat too much food and don't exercise. Body positivity is for things that you can't change, not for your poor habits.
Fatty.
All right, let's do one more. Let's double it up today.
Now that Trump has been reelected, what are we black educators going to do?
I don't know, maybe do your job?
What's the plan? Because
Maybe teach them fucking math. Can you teach them something? Look at her face. Look at your stupid fucking face.
I'm not with the shits and giggles of Trump children. I'm not.
The shits and giggles? Is she peeing?
So black educators who didn't vote for Trump, what are we doing?
I don't know, realizing that you're retarded?
I know you're not retarded, but what are you, Down syndrome?
I mean, because
It's my favorite clip of all time.
Fuck. Who cares?
What? Oh my God, an educator? Did you just use ebonics? And you did the fuck? Did you just say that word and you're supposed to be an educator? Homeschool your kids? I just the fuck. Oh my God, I love it. All right, fam, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And thanks for sticking with it. Even with the technical difficulties, we'll be back tomorrow. Try to work out some of those kinks, pun intended. And we'll be back tomorrow to make some more sick fucking gains. Appreciate you. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. papaswolio.com for all the merch, brand new drops. I love that. What are you, Down syndrome? I need that clip. I like that. Ellie, that's a good call. I need that soundboard. Thanks for being here. Congratulations, Tomas, on winning Swole Fam for life. Excellent. Good for you, brah. And we will see you tomorrow for 3450. It's going to be a good one. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you laid, that's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is pop.